Um,
Are we live?
we are, but okay. Yeah, so let me just have a look if the stream is up and just say something for my check.
Check.
Okay.
I think I should be audible.
Yep, we're audible. All right, just gonna share the stream. And meanwhile, hello and welcome everyone to the Hybrid Theory Numero Uno League, Hybrid Theory League Numero Uno Divisions. My apologies. This is our race around Azerbaijan, and at the moment we have just 10 drivers, but let that not take away from the fact that we have seen a lot of entertaining races, even when the driver number is a bit low. But yeah. Along with me is Crazy Mouse Monster. So, what do you think of the track, and what do you think we're going to witness today?
Speaking of the track, this is the track where I killed my own league. I was supposed to do comps, but I did racing. Shout out to PSI right there. This is a very interesting track to say the least. I think this race is going to be very interesting as you can beat me here in a Ferrari.
Yes.
The last time he was in a Ferrari in Baku, he finished the race within a second. Yes, he's that quick. We have a few cars going out on track there, but then my game is glitching out a bit.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Chips, can you invite TBK, Gup and Thakur, please? I do not have them added in.
Yeah, neither do
I have set them. I'll just put out a message.
Yeah, those were the three others we are waiting on. But nonetheless, we have the Williams of Shrikant, the Alpine of PSI, and well, the Ferrari of You Can Beat Me. That is, I think, a car we all will have our eyes on today. Come the race, this is really what we'll be looking forward to. And for those unaware, he had a very, very, very eventful league race here. You Can Beat Me, as we go on board with him through the castle section. And I believe we'll turn on telemetry for qualifying. I think we should, yeah. So,
we should.
Couple of cars out on track. Only the likes of Abhi, Pradeep, and Spandan in the Mercedes are not out on track. So it's fairly busy, even with just 10 people. It's still fairly busy. And You Can Beat Me either tapped the wall or that was lag. I do not think he has hit the wall because his front wing is completely intact. But apart from that, we have PSI just ahead of him, who's gonna give him a brilliant tow and is gonna start his first flying lap, which, well, I don't assume he's gonna get a lot of traffic. So okay, everybody save for Abhi is out on track, and You Can Beat Me not really getting the slipstream there. He's really out of line, and yep. I'm not sure in quali would it really matter that much. But nonetheless,
it was quoted in the briefing.
Yep.
But yeah, the stewards will look into that, not our problem.
Let's see. Yep.
And anyone else on the lap? We have
PSI just started his lap, as has the Williams of Shrikant, and following him would be the Alfa Romeo of Vifix. So Vifix obviously poised to be the favorite, and as PSI has a massive movement here through this tight, twisty 90-degree section, and we have Mercurial Caesar in the chat. Hello, Caesar. And we see PSI end sector 1. It's a lap time. It's a sector 1 time of 35.2. Decent. Maybe, I think, were it not for the snap, he could have gone into the 34s. But yeah, approaching the castle section, let's actually go onboard with him for now. And let's see, his entry is a bit wide and then sharp. He grazes the wall there almost.
Yeah.
Yep. And through this section, it offsets the car. And well, your front end, very little front end grip. I'm convinced that is lag. I don't think that he was driving that close to the wall, but through this triple left-hander, sharp left-hander downhill, and well, he seems to have lap under control. You have a yellow flag for Aston Martin of Pradeep, I believe, who's just ahead of PSI. So, there you go, and PSI phases through him and onto the main straight once again. This is one of the longest straights in all of Formula 1, and the Alpine is blasting down the main straight with DRS open. There you go. Yep, and run up to the line, and PSI Legend sets a lap time of 140.2. Competitive, but I expect the times to be tumbling down sooner than later. Yeah. Next up, we have Shrikant. Yep. And going through the same section that PSI just went through. And obviously, there's no slipstream games going on here, which is I mean, I would have expected some slipstream games around here, but let's see. Shrikant, he goes P2 with 42-2, so he probably made a mistake in the final sector, or rather the middle sector. But let's
Now
see,
the Alpha of
Vifix
yes. He
and
puts it P3, but he's on mediums. But look at
yeah.
the time he has put on mediums. He's at 42.3 on mediums.
Yeah, and I was
pretty
just
close to Srikanth.
I was just gonna ask you how you got that info. And Smith, meanwhile, has just set a lap time good enough for P4. I don't think. Yeah, he's doing race runs. You can see from his battery. As is, you can beat me. But Azun, also on the mediums, goes P2 in the McLaren
Azun
there.
doing qualifying? What? That's a rare sight, to be honest. Azun actually doing qualifying.
We have been graced by Azun and Jishnu, a P6. He has used a battery, so I presume he's made a mistake during his lap somewhere. And next up would be Spandan, who's going to cross the line. We haven't seen Abhi out on a lap. Oh, Spandan having a bit of a tail, well, his rear end sliding there. Now through this fast left and right hander. Let's see, the Mercedes looking pretty, well, it looks very pretty going down the main straight with the sun shining down on it. And Spandan coming up to the line. He has a lot of battery compared to the other people. I only hope that it was just a small mistake of him turning on his battery into overtake mode a bit late into the lap. But yeah, nonetheless, Pradeep is going to be the last car to cross the line. And well, he is boxing, and that is driving on the white line. Okay, caught in 4K this time, not 720p as I have done in the past. Well, you can beat me
going through the castle section. No, I think he is on another house.
He's doing race runs. Well, what I'm pretty interested. Yeah, but he doesn't have enough battery to finish the last sector.
Spandan is on a lap, yeah. Spandan is on a flyer right now.
Yep, and Jishnu up by 4 seconds. So Jishnu could place himself in the top 4 at least. He could displace Shrikant, I believe, with this performance.
Yeah.
But he is out of battery. You can turn on your telemetry. What's happened to Azun? Yep.
I think he cut the pit lane massively or something.
I think he had a moment there. But Jishnu without battery coming across the line to go P4 as I had predicted. Probably would have been P3 displacing Azun, but well, I'm not sure. And
but
in all of this,
a lot of people doing race runs.
I think we have very few numbers today, and Vifix, he went P2 in all of this. We didn't really get to follow that, or I didn't follow that rather. So he's on the mediums. He's P2. He is about 9/10 down on the provisional pole sitter PSI. And okay, we have Abhi out on a lap, so the other Ferrari is coming out, and Vifix, I believe, is boxing. So
what is the strategy going to be for this track?
Well, I'm not sure about the tire wear, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be much in the way of there being strategic gambles being taken. There are just 10 people. I assume that we would have some starting on soft and some on mediums, but
do you think like soft to medium would last, or like it would be more of a soft to hard kind of thing?
It's a bit of a stretch. I would expect there to be a soft to medium, provided they can take some care of their tires and minimize their tire wear. But it's a bit of a challenge, but nonetheless, yep. And Smith, going ahead of You Can Beat Me there, despite being on, both are on race run, so it's fine. Abhi here going through the end of sector 2, start of sector 3, and he's gonna get a good tow from his teammate up ahead. You Can Beat Me, and as I'm on board with him,
he slows down a bit. Yeah, I think.
Yep, and he's not using battery.
Slow down a bit, yeah.
He's not using battery.
So was Abhi. Not sure. I think everyone is just going out for race runs, considering that there are only 10 people. So
both
I think,
Ferraris.
Everyone's just chilling out.
Yep.
I think we're gonna see some competitive lap times at like the very end, I guess. Like maybe people will go for that magical one lap and have everything finished in that one lap.
I mean,
we have Spandan the Gamer finishing a lap. He's on 0 ERS. Is he gonna dive into the pits?
He is gonna box. Yep, and that was again. Yep.
कितने लोग pit lane cut करेंगे यार?
Yeah, I mean, even the stream is catching it. You don't just need to ask for the POV. But let's see Shrikant out on a lap. He is using battery and
You see?
yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's on a lap. So Shrikant, okay, from his onboard, I can make out he's a bit conservative through the corners. But let's see his time through sector one. Yeah, he's down by 4 tenths. So
yeah.
I'm
Plus
not
four.
entirely sure. Yep, I'm not sure what he's trying to
Might
do.
gain it at the end,
Okay,
but let's see.
Azun on a hot lap. Okay, so the McLaren, Azun was looking very feisty, very fast, and so is Vifix. Vifix is also on a, he's on his out lap. Everybody's gone for the soft tires, but Azun and Vifix have set these lap times on the mediums, so certainly they have a lot more pace in them. Azun going a
We'll
bit
go on
hot
board
into that
with
corner.
Azun,
Yep,
then we'll go
and
on with VFix.
you want to take us through this lap? Azun's lap?
Yes, yes. We have Azun right here at a very, very rare sight of him doing qualifying. He just sets a purple sector 1. He is 4 tenths down on his delta. I think that is the time difference between the softs and the medium. I'm not sure. As he comes on to the right-hander, taking as much curb as he can. I think clipped the wall on the left right there. Through the castle section, is he stupid? No, he's not. He makes it through very nicely there. Into the left and the right-hander there, keeps it nice and wide. Did he think he had a little moment there, sliding the rear a bit as he comes to this fast left-hander, like two left-handers back to back. You take flat out, hard on the brakes right here, getting as close to the wall, taking as much track as possible, getting all that momentum in. Coming to the last braking point hard braking point of this section, takes it very nicely, keeps nice and tidy. He's still on 44% of ERS. I think this is, he should have ERS till the DRS zone and a little bit after that. As he comes down the main straight there, as he comes to DRS zone, DRS wide open, times it very nicely, still has 25% ERS. Where will he put his orange car?
Oh!
P2 40.341. That's a beautiful lap right there. I think we should go on board with VFix. He is on a lap. Yeah, VFix is on the lap right now.
About to end sector 1 here, Vifix. So, this Alpha has seen, and he's 8 tenths up.
8 tenths. Yeah,
I mean,
this is
it unexpected? It's not like it's unexpected. It is Vifix. PSI is starting his lap, I believe. So you may follow that. And Vifix, I think he had a bit of a moment at that turn. This turn 8, the castle section, he pretty much nails it. Lovely.
PSI goes into the pits. He does not own lap.
Okay, so let's see. So
Jishnu
Vifix
is on a lap.
and Jishnu, I believe, is gonna be yeah, I think he's just started his lap. Spandan about to finish, I believe. Or is he gonna start?
No, he's on full ARS.
Okay,
he's just started.
so
he just started
Vifix up by 1.2. Yep, up by 1.2 seconds. And yep, and this is the Guan Yu Zhou Alfa Romeo. A very nice car. A lot of support from some people, not from others. But Vifix with DRS wide open, he is gonna come across the line and set a lap time worthy of provisional pole. Yes, he is. It's a 39.6, so he's the first driver to dip his toes into the 39s. That's a great effort by him. Further back, do we have Spandan's down by about almost 2 tenths. Jishnu, let's see. Yep, and he almost clips the wall there. No, he's on fresh tires for me. And okay, Jishnu up by 1.1.
We've seen people grazing the wall a little bit, they're just trying to get as much track as they can into this very close and narrow circuit. As I like to feel it, as Jishnu comes up to the back straight, has 37% ERS there. Will he make it sticky to the top 3? I think 1 second up.
I think it's P2. It's P2, I think.
Yeah, this is...
No, it's P4. Okay, but it's very close between all the 3 of them. It's about 1. Well, it's 1.2 tenths which separates the top P2 to P4. He is not going anywhere too far. He aborted his previous lap. He's starting the new lap now. So Spandan,
Vifix is on another lap.
Is he?
He's on his in lap, I think. Yeah, no, he's on his in lap.
Yeah, he's on his in lap. Yeah. I don't expect him to go on multiple runs. And Spandan, down by 1.1. He's just starting his lap.
I think we should be having people come out for their final runs because it does take a huge time to have on an out lap. So I think PSI is going to be the one putting one more lap. We don't have the cars like Azun, Abhi, Smith and Pradeep out yet. I think they should start coming out because I think it's almost like a 2-minute out lap if you're going like a little bit slower than your poly pace, but if you're completely pushing it till the line, I think it should be around 1 minute 50 or something. But yeah, we
Yep.
do have
I
only
mean,
3 minutes left. I think we should have a huge chunk of people coming out.
I
We
think.
fix
Oh, Spandan
okay,
has a
good.
bit of a moment there, I think, through that section. And let's see his castle section. He is taking it a bit conservative, I feel, as was Shrikant. But let's see through the castle section. He almost clips the wall there, even though I'm not able to see it completely. I think he almost did. And I mean, he seems to be struggling. Maybe his tires are a bit hot, considering the fact that this is his second run. Possibly. Pradeep, you expect him to come out on track? Start a lap?
I think so. Behind Spandan, we have.
Oh, what is he
You can
doing?
beat me on. I think that's PSI letting him through.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, he just cut the
We have
corner
you.
there. Oh, he's boxing for new fresh tires. Is he gonna have enough time? It's
No,
gonna
he
be
won't
very
have
touch
enough
and
time.
go.
We have. You can
Oh,
beat me
VSI!
behind.
What did he
he
do
do?
there?
What did that?
I just switched to
Yeah,
him at the perfect moment there.
I
And
think he pulled off a
PSI.
stroll right there.
Yep.
But we have You Can Beat Me who's about to finish a lap. He's yet to set a lap. Is his car ghosted?
Oh.
No.
Well,
That is
why
gonna
not? I mean, ghosting is on, but yep, you can beat me
That
doing his flying lap on 5 lap old tires. He could still get P7, I believe.
will
No,
he?
it's
No.
P9.
He-
Oh, he marginally improves. So, well,
It's a
expected too much maybe.
won't set a lap.
Yep. Do we? So Pradeep is not gonna take any further part in qualifying. Smith is out on a lap, and so Spandan, Jishnu are not gonna take any further part in qualifying as well. We have Shrikant, Abhi.
I think will Shrikant make it? Shrikant will make it to the. I'm not sure about Abhi and Smith.
No, everybody will make
I
it.
think they.
Like everybody is far enough. How to,
We have Jin in the chat. He says, interesting to see most people don't take the shortest run to the finish line. About a 10th gain if they did. And Jin is saying that PSI has negative IQ driving. Couldn't agree with you more. No wonder my league shut down in Baku.
Yep, and let's see.
You can beat me on another lap? No, I
I mean,
Malav is still doing race runs.
I think he might as well just carry on just doing race runs. Shrikant on the. Well, let's see.
We have Smith about to start a lap, I think.
Yep, I'm gonna follow Shrikant for now, and if you see something interesting, just let me know. I believe Azun is about to start his lap as well. Are the two Ferraris gonna be able to get to the line in time? I am doubtful about Abhi. He needs to gun it here, and well, it's gonna be close. I'm just gonna follow this. Oh, he grazes the wall, a la PSI as well. So let's see. Abhi is not gonna get to the line in time. 2-1, and no, he does not. But he chooses to finish the lap. Yep, does not cut the pit lane, and you can beat me. Wow. Well, you go out in style there.
There is one way to end quali there.
Yep.
But we have a few cars of Shrikant, Jishnu, and Azun on laps right now.
Spandan's finished.
And we
Yep.
have Smith.
So,
I think the car ahead of in fact,
oh,
he
Shrikant
does have to
took
improve.
too much of that curb there. He's gonna get a good tow from Spandan down the main straight, but then again he mounted that curb there. He really shouldn't have done that. You can follow Smith and Azun meanwhile, while I just go onboard with Shrikant as he comes up to finish his flying lap and getting a good tow from Spandan's Mercedes there. And well, this is bliss for Shrikant. Nothing like getting a fantastic tow down a straight where you really, really need it. And Shrikant coming up to the line, he stays P6. Improves by a bit, but well.
Right behind him is Smith. Smith is 1.375 down on his lap.
Up.
He might improve very much there. You follow Smith. Meanwhile, I'll go put on Azur, who's 2 tenths down on his lap. So
but
very right behind him, and we have VFix as well, who's right behind Azun. I think I didn't see how much he's up, but he did set a purple sector too. I think
Smith coming across the line and going P5. Okay, Azun coming up to the line. He sets a lap time good enough for P2 with 140.1, and VFix, speaking of whom, scores even faster.
39.3. 39.3.
Okay. I mean, are we surprised? Are we surprised? Really? Seriously, are we surprised that Vifix has
No,
once again
no.
gone pole? So, well, 10 drivers, but we had a lot of entertainment. Vifix in the Alfa Romeo, I mean, it's expected by now. He takes pole with a time of 139.3. Azun in the McLaren giving us a glimpse at what the world would be like if he did quali, going P2. PSI having a moment there, but still doing good enough for P3. Jishto in P4. Smith with a late lap dash for P5. Spandan going P6. Shrikant P7 couldn't improve in the end there. Abhi and You Can Meet Me, the two Ferraris, P8 and P9, I believe they were doing most of their doing race runs. And Pradeep in the Aston did not set a time. So,
This, I think that is going to be a grid for the race. We're going to have a very clean three-lapper, uh,
yes,
to say
certainly.
to say the least. I think we should make the reserve grid. I think
I think we
there's going to
should,
be a
yeah.
reserve grid. Yeah, you set that up. Meanwhile, I'll entertain the crowd here with. You know what? I'll set it up. No, no, you
I
set it
think
up
that
because I
would be
suck
good.
at it. Yeah,
We can both do it.
just yeah, yeah. So meanwhile, you're gonna have like a chill three lappers where people just I think people are gonna pull off. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There, I think we're gonna see. Fredo won't be joining because his PS Plus is over. Gupta is nowhere, and so is Veeran Thakur. I
Okay.
think it's gonna
So,
be the only 10 we have.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's lights out and away we go. And let's see. You Can Beat Me. Well, Azun doing a You Can Beat Me. Smith doing a You Can Beat Me. Everybody beating themselves well. And in all of this, well, the culprit here, he himself has managed to survive the race start. Wow.
What? What? You can beat me surviving a race start in Baku. He's trying his best to DNF, but alas,
And
he
well,
can't.
he is not really succeeding in doing so. He may just
Yeah,
get
that sucks.
disqualified, but yep, that
Okay,
was very
even
entertaining.
Malav is bad at crashing out as well. That is. Malav sucks at crashing out as well. He's just bad at
And
everything,
up ahead,
even T.
Spandan and Abhi. Wow, that is a chaotic and nice way to go out. And two cars retired over
Uh,
there. Abhi,
PSI
PSI.
is just chilling.
And You Can Beat Me has taken the. Well, he's retired as well. Abhi and PSI. So these two, what are they gonna do? Why is
What
the
are they?
game ghosting them? I believe they want to crash into one another in a very nice, spectacular fashion. Come on. Okay, Abhi is retired. And PSI, come on.
PSI,
Let's go for it.
do
Give us
something.
a
Do
nice
something.
one. Gonna be on cinematic
Do
with you.
something,
And,
Bindu.
well, he's alive. Okay. No longer. There you go.
Nice parking.
Congrats to PSI
Nice
for.
parking. Beautiful parking there. Yeah,
Yes,
nicely put in an Alpine in the right corner there. Yeah, well,
absolutely.
great job.
So there we go.
Well, we'll be setting up the reverse grid for the main race right here. Just pull up the final
Yep,
qualifying
I
list.
just need everybody to ready up. Oh, I can't. I can't advance session. So I believe we're gonna mute the
So
stream now while I set up the
I'll
grid.
just type out the grid for you.
Yep, and we shall be back very soon. So just stay tuned, and we'll be back with the main race.
What a
Yep,
game.
we
I
are
don't
back.
care, कोई देख भी नहीं रहा है.
9
देख
people.
भी नहीं रहा है.
You want to do this
Here,
entire comms in Hindi?
yeah, let's. Is it back?
It's our
Is there
world.
sound? Is there sound?
Let me just have a look. Send me party invite in case I crash out. Lamau.
चलेगा. We'll
Okay.
send you.
Absolutely. Yes, PSI, we will do
Yes,
that.
I'll start. So, दर्शकों वापस है आपका HRL लीग में. हम हैं अजरबैजान बाकू में. हम हैं 9 लोगों के साथ आज रेस करने वाले हैं, जिनमें से आधे लोग क्रैश आउट करने वाले हैं और मालव मासी फॉर्मेशन मैप में ही DNF करने वाले हैं. मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं हमारे लीग रेसिंग के जर्नलिस्ट चिपचिमा जी. क्या हाल है आपके?
जी सब बढ़िया. पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है कि देख रहा हूँ सिर्फ 9 लोग रेस क्या
It's fine.
9 लोग रेस करने वाले हैं. इंग्लिश. ओके, इट्स इंग्लिश अभी. सो हम रुके हैं कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए. हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं सिर्फ 9 लोग और ये समय की घड़ी की गिनती शुरू हो गई है और 20 शून्य. अरे यार
छोड़ दे.
Forget it, man. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome back. Yep, I know. Yes, PSI, we are very well aware this is cringe. Yep. So we have
We both
3.
suck at Hindi. At least मेरे को थोड़ी बहुत आती है. चिप्स तो पूरा बफर करने लग गया भाई.
अरे the last time
Anyways, we have 9 drivers on the grid. 9, the lucky number. We have 9 drivers on the grid on formation lap.
And okay, Azun, only one on softs. There you go. Okay, I believe we made a small mistake.
What
Spandan is last.
What? छोड़. He deserves.
कोई बात नहीं. He disconnected. I think that's okay. He's starting last. That's his penalty for joining late. Yep. I mean, it's not really his fault.
That's his penalty for making Azun stay up 10 minutes past his bedtime.
Yep. And there we have well, P1 to P6 everybody is on the mediums. Azun is the only one on softs. Vifix and Spandan are on the mediums as well. So well, pretty straightforward. What do you make of it?
Oi.
Spandan.
Well, what just happened? क्या देख रहा हूँ मैं? I mean, it should.
And yeah, I just want to mention that I have not studied or spoken proper Hindi for over almost 3 years at this point, so that's why I speak like a foreigner while I'm speaking Hindi.
If all the people in chat are ever wondering how to spot a देशद्रोही, this is how you do it. Chips.
Yes.
हिंदी नहीं आती कोई, शर्म करो.
हिंदी आती है, बस बड़े-बड़े शब्द नहीं आते हैं.
बड़े-बड़े शब्द हमें कहाँ आते हैं?
इन्हें क्या हो गया है? Alpine, PSI.
That is, I think, PSI being PSI.
Yep, and in 10, okay, rain in 10 minutes is PSI, so dhanyavad for that.
That is going to be fun. That is going to be fun.
Very much so.
Some entertainment for you all.
And Pradeep, well, Pradeep dashing away up front. Obviously, no telemetry here, so can't make out the speed. And ठीक है, Spandan is okay. PSI staying. Oh.
telemet क्या कर रहा है?
It's okay, चलेगा.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, the person in the Alpine and I used to run a league which ended in Baku, and I keep bringing this up because it is a sensitive point. Fun fact, if HRL wasn't a thing, then HCRL also wasn't a thing. Wouldn't have been. I
mean, there's just an extra T.
हाँ वही तो ना देख रहे हो. Even like Yash didn't have that. Yash is like, I want to make something like HR. Same copy करने बस, like, can I copy your homework? But
I mean, look
change.
at Pradeep. Look at the rest of the field.
Pradeep will take a nice 10-minute nap by the time the grid forms.
Yep, and pretty much like legit. Look at how spaced out the field is, and PSI is the last car. So you want to take the race start or should I?
जो करना है करो. And see, I told you, this noob disqualified. Meanwhile, we always have this shitty camera for the race.
Yep, I don't have a good angle.
The Ferrari.
Yep, and I'll take us through the broadcast start. So you can just have a look at what's happened. So it's 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's a bit of a pause and it's lights out and we are not going anywhere. It's lights out and away we go at last, and it is a good start for Pradeep. You Can Beat Me does not get a good start, and well, You Can Beat Me getting a horrible start. Abhi just driving off the track there, I believe it was, and he is well down in last, but Pradeep got a good start. His teammate Jishnu right behind him, making it Aston Martin 1-2, and well, both of them leading the way into the afternoon, evening sun, whatever. And Shrikant in the Williams in P3, PSI P4, looking to make a move on Shrikant into turn 3 or 4. Shrikant defends it, but not by much, and yeah, he is still P4. Spandan P5 not doing much either, sticking very close to Shrikant there, having a bit of a compromised exit, and Azon, well, he just maintained position. And yeah, it's a pretty tentative start for everybody, but look at Shrikant struggling. Shrikant struggling at the start here.
Already.
And yep, coming up to the castle section. Let's see any aggressive moves being made.
Holding up, even though standing still on the grid for so long.
Yeah, I mean,
on ice cold tires.
I don't assume that tire temps drop.
The Ferrari boys morning
P8, P9.
because Binotto left Ferrari, so they both dropped by 6 places. Now how that worked out, I think.
Yep.
Ferrari
and speaking of the man you were just speaking about a lot of during the permission lap, PSI in P3 chasing down Jishnu in the, well, he's in the Alpine and Jishnu in the Aston Martin. Jishnu getting a decent exit, PSI getting a good exit, and well, he might have a run at Jishnu come turn 1. And but look at the rate at which he gains. Look at I'm just gonna go on board with him here. You can be yep, you can follow somebody else.
Is smart and quick enough, he can get both the Aston Martin in one
but
turn.
They're holding up. Look, I mean, the gap is come down, but it's not like tumbling down.
Is also getting a tone from.
Yep, and further back, who's this Spandan? No, Spandan going very deep. Azun might make a move into turn 2. Will he? No, he's smart. He's going to hold on. But up ahead, the two Astons for the lead. Oh, Jishnu has a bit of a rear slide there, and PSI could have a run here on the Aston Martin. Yeah, yellow flag for Abhi, who's retired. What happened to him there? Did the two Ferraris clash? Please don't tell me the two Ferraris clashed. And it's a safety car.
No, the safety car is not at all. I think it's a VSC.
It's a VSC, yeah, it's a VSC. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened to Abhi, but now we just have Abhi. There are only 8 runners in left on the field. Well, that was a very bad transition. Yeah. Hingle, I mean, some people have difficulty speaking. One of them is myself. And well, let's see. देखेंगे देखेंगे PSI let's see अभी बहुत साल बाकी है
I think we should be ending anytime soon.
Yep, and we can go on board with somebody. I think PSI, he gets good safety car restarts, and up ahead Jishnu backing up the wheel, so I assume that the safety car is coming in. You don't want to get a drive through during the, well, VSC conclusion stages. And let's see, it's an awfully long VSC.
Is the lobby glitched? I don't want to say it, but is the lobby glitched?
I hope not. I sincerely hope not. And okay. There's a lot of bunching going on. They have picked up the pace, and I believe the safety car, the VSC is going to be ending any time now. It has ended. Yeah, okay, so let's see. The field is pretty nicely spaced out, but Azun on Spandan, this is the closest battle at the moment. DRS is enabled. The McLaren on the Mercedes. Is he going to send out down the inside? He makes an attempt, but good, fair, clean racing. Okay, a bit close between the two. Yep, you can between the pits, so I assume both Ferraris made a... Okay, Azun with a good run on Spandan. Spandan is likely to be overtaken.
Yep. Considering we have rain in 10 minutes.
And well... Yep, and Spandan has been overtaken by Azun. So good move by him. And speaking of Vifix, you don't usually see him retain position, or rather just move up 1 or 2 places. You expect to see him move up the field very rapidly, but obviously that's not happened at the moment. Everybody is within a second of one another, save for PSI, who's lost some time to Jishnu and Pradeep. Well, Pradeep is... don't mean to say it in that way, but he is kind of bunching up the pack as well behind him because it's a nice train. Everybody's within a second. P1 to P7.
Jishnu would want him to get out of the way, and obviously he's being pressured from PSI.
But the fact of the matter is, yep, Pradeep getting good exits.
DRS train, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And Shrikant, well, even if you lose some time, like how Shrikant has done, you immediately get it back, as you've just witnessed there. He just gained some 4/10. And Pradeep is getting good exits. He's slow in the corners, but he's pretty fast on the straights, and he gets good corner exits. As you see right there, he's gaining time. So, just know what happened to your zone. No front wing, facing the wrong way, and
like a Beyblade. I think he hit. I think he hit the curb there on the exit.
Let's see,
and spun out,
Jishnu fighting his teammate URL Pradeep for the lead of the race. I'm gonna go on board with him as he's gonna make a clean move down the inside, and he sells the fastest lap as well, and he displaces his teammate. And the two Astons trade positions, and Jishnu is up into the lead. Further back, Vifix on Spandan. Yep, PSI is falling a bit further back. Yep.
He's getting battled by Shrikant at the moment, who has DRS on him. I think he should get closer to PSI by this, but then PSI is gaining away. There, I don't know how.
And Vifix on Spandan into turn 3. He sends one down the inside. It's a late move, but thankfully both had enough respect. Good. Well, I'm happy that both gave enough ample respect there. So that was good to see.
Out of the pits. Is he on mediums? Yes, he is on mediums.
He is, and you can beat me boxes once again. He changes his front wing.
Or medium. I think you can beat me is just...
Okay, everybody's on the medium. And Pradeep, look at the way he's fallen back, and look at PSI. PSI is sniffing Pradeep's rear end there. Don't take it out of context, please.
Questionable.
Yep. Don't take it out of context there. That's why I said it as well. But yep, PSI absolutely on the heels of Pradeep. I think that's a better term to use. And let's see through the sharp left-hander, turn 13 or 14, I believe this is. But yeah, let's see, down the hill they go, and I should turn on lap data. My apologies. No, he won't. He's 2 seconds. So anybody who gets past Pradeep is pretty much guaranteed to be able to pull away Pradeep. He doesn't have the pace at the moment. Maybe he will get some pace back later on. But Shrikant on PSI on Pradeep, and further back Vifix once again on Spandan. And you can see Shrikant deploying there.
More on PSI
yep, but then again, I think PSI is taking it slow. I think it's
the long game considering rain.
Yep, and okay, Shrikant is lagging massively. I'm not sure how much of it is. Well, Jishnu in the lead, comfortably in the lead. What do you make of that? Is it Astons? Do you think they're in the party chat? They are playing tactics here?
I think so, yeah. They might be playing tactics, you never know. I think Pradeep is
unsure
holding the pack a bit, because Jishnu has made up by 2.3 seconds of the gap right now. The gap was 1.5
and PSI.
The lap down.
Yep, PSI closes up by so much, but he just can't make the move there. It's so frustrating, and we see you can beat me, well, going the other way. And Pradeep, well, that was mounting the inside curb there. Let's see through the castle section. Well, everybody's neatly filing through the castle section there. Spandan has really fallen back. I'm not sure whether he has possibly, I think his fronts are overheating, Spandan. But look at PSI gaining on Pradeep. Jishnu up ahead is almost, well, clear by 3 seconds. PSI needs a good exit out of the final corner, but Pradeep gets a horrible exit out of this sharp left-hander. And as we go downhill,
I think PSI should make the move at the end of this.
Yeah, because he's really going to be attacked by Shrikant here, and Shrikant's going to get double slipstream, but he taps the wall there. Does he have damage? I don't think so. But let's see. PSI, I heard some barrier noises there. But yep, Pradeep under threat.
The wall a little bit.
Yep, and further back Vifix on Spandan as well. But PSI, can he make the move into turn 1? He moves out of the way there to maybe cool his tires or something. But
red light flashing.
Yep, and Vifix is passed.
What? Please spectate Pradeep and PSI.
Yep. What happened there?
The car just ghosted. The car ghosted through. Not sure.
I don't know what happened there. I just happened to see PSI go through Pradeep, so maybe Pradeep made a mistake or something. But I was just focusing on Vifix, who's also gotten past Spandan there. So let's see Vifix how soon he can dispatch Pradeep down into P5 and Azun in the fastest lap there. So trying to make something of well, what has been a pretty disastrous start to his race. And Vifix, I'm on board with him and approaching this turn. Is he gonna go for a move down the inside? Yes, he is. Is he gonna make it stick though? Yes, he is. Pradeep leaving enough room and okay, they make Spandan Pradeep make contact there. So Pradeep losing too many places. Yep.
Within one sector. Yep, way too many places to lose.
Yep, a sector and a half. And well, but I mean, I must say in all of this, somebody's really been pretty consistent with his pace is Srikanth, who's still managed to stay within touching distance of PSI, and chasing him down is obviously it is Vifix, but still Srikanth showing some brilliant pace here.
Jishnu is 4 seconds off PSI. That man is in a race of his own.
I don't
hope
think.
to God
Yep.
he doesn't mess it up.
I sincerely hope so as well.
Lap 6 of 26 here, guys.
Yes, Sidvi Malav completed lap 1. It's a miracle. It's an early Christmas miracle.
December
Yep.
aa gaya, December 1st.
हाँ December आ गया. 24 days left, but still.
Malav can finish lap 1, I can finish a race then. The
Yep.
race is coming soon.
Pradeep in the
When
pits, so I
Pradeep
believe
goes
Pradeep had damage.
in. I think he's done with the tire. Maybe.
7 laps on mediums? No, absolutely not. I think he has damage of some kind. Okay, why are we being shown this box? No, he doesn't have
He's
softs.
going on soft.
Weird.
Am I
Just gonna say.
this really happening? Am I just I don't know.
I mean,
Kya
let's
chal raha hai?
let's just leave that and focus on Vifix. Yup, on Srikanth, and behind him Spandan is really falling back. Vifix struggling to get past cars
He need to
today.
move again on the turn.
Yeah, I think it's pretty uncharacteristic of Vifix to be well taking so long to get past cars ahead of him.
If Vifix knows, if he starts pushing, he'll probably get Jishnu as well. I mean,
Yup, and
he's taking it
Srikanth,
easy.
I think he's struggling a bit through that corner. Look at him, he's dropping some time on PSI. PSI himself, I think, is just taking it calm and composed. He can do that. He doesn't necessarily need to push the limits as well. He just needs to make sure that. Okay, what do you think? As PSI, what would you do? Would you keep Srikanth in? Oh, what's happened to PSI?
He had a
Tap the
moment
wall.
there, He had a moment there.
I think he tapped the wall or something because he has a
lost his
full front wing. He has a full front wing. So Srikanth right behind him. So PSI has really put himself at threat. Yup, PSI under threat, and look at his understeer. I think PSI has damage. I'm pretty sure PSI has damage. And let's see on.
Yeah, he's gonna pit.
You can follow the pit entry meanwhile for PSI. No, I don't think he's gonna box. No, he's not boxing. They're side by side here. PSI. Yep, they're side by side. Srikanth around the outside, PSI on the inside. They're side by side. Need to turn one. They're still side by side, and PSI has a bit of a moment there. Rear sliding. Vifix enjoying all this, and Srikanth up into P2.
PSI backed off from there.
Yup, very impressive by Srikanth there, maintaining his composure in a tough time. But PSI, look at the rate at which he's gaining. Look at him. Gonna send one down the inside at turn 3 on the Williams. Side by side, they almost make contact, but Srikanth holds on with fantastic grip there on his medium tires, and they make contact.
And
Vifix is past. Spandan is gonna look for an opportunistic move as well around the outside, inside. No, he has to stay back. But well, I don't think PSI will be thanking Srikanth at all for that, because he's lost quite some time. And Vifix now up into P3, so Vifix just had to bide his time there. Positions were handed to him on a platter, and he took that platter, and it's a gourmet platter for him.
Nicely enjoying.
Up ahead,
Nice.
Jishnu, 7 seconds. 6.9.
Man's just gonna enjoy.
Yup.
He's just chilling.
He can conserve his tires. He can charge his battery up. He can cruise a bit. Oh no! What happened to PSI and Spandan? It's just on
PSI
cinematic
does not
there.
have a front wing.
And no. It was like Spandan just drove into PSI or whatever. PSI just came steaming hot into that corner, and he now has no front wing. Yup. I just happened to catch that on
the
this.
back of Srikanth there.
Yup. I mean, look at the rate at which he's gaining. I mean, no.
Doesn't even have TRS and he's
That
gaining
is
so much.
not a fair competition. Come on. And Spandan PSI side by side. Yup, and PSI is gonna stay
PSI
out.
not pitting? Excuse me?
Okay, I'll just
Like
put
it.
it out there as a theory that The fact of the matter
He will
is
have.
that. Oh, what happened up ahead? Somebody else lost their front wing. Did Shrikant? Yup, Shrikant lost
No,
his end plate. Yeah, Shrikant lost his end plate. I saw a
Meanwhile,
bit of front
Manav
wing
lost
flying.
his front wing outside the castle section.
What's up with drivers and losing their front wing? Look at the sky. Look at the sky. The sky is becoming darker, and we are probably gonna see some rain very soon. But yeah, PSI.
Who
Is
does
it
not have
the
an end plate?
PSI doesn't have an entire front wing? Shrikant doesn't have an end plate. Yeah, I told that. Na, he at turn
I saw rain.
2 or
I
something.
saw rain. There's a
Already?
flash on my screen. I don't know.
So it is imperative for Jishnu that he makes the right call at the right time. And Sector 3, what's happened? You can beat me!
You
Oh, okay, and that's gonna be a safety. That's a full safety car. Okay. So, well, PSI. So what do you do at this point? Do you go on to softs, dry tires, or do you go on to?
If it was me, because we know rain is, I think, gonna be very soon. I think, especially with PSI and Shrikant. So PSI, they both have front wing damage. I think you all should go on softs till the rain comes out. I guess because you're gonna pit anyway. So slicks with them. And we have
Look, I mean,
over.
they might as well go on to the slicks because the track is still. It is getting darker, but it is still fair way away from the intermediate conditions.
It's not
And
damp in any way.
Jishnu stays out. Vifix is also gonna stay out, I believe. So I mean, only for those who have to box, probably Shrikant and I think it's so Vifix within the white line there. Good by him. Shrikant. Okay, he's on the line. And as is Spandan and okay, PSI within the white line. Yep, so Spandan drove onto the. I think Spandan and I don't know. One of them drove onto the line there. You can have a look back at the stream. Lap 9 to 10 transition. And well, everybody boxes for soft tires, obviously.
Goes for softs. Yeah.
And Spandan goes for intermediates. Okay. PSI changing his front wing onto softs. Shrikant hards. Why? Yeah, oh, Spandan pit lane cut. Thank you, Sidvi. Thank you. So Spandan drove on the pit line there. So this is I'm actually pretty happy that Spandan has taken the gamble because I usually expect to see at least one driver take the gamble, no matter how risky.
This is very early. This is very early.
No, but I mean, look, we don't know how long the safety car is gonna stay out. At least a lap can change fortunes, and I mean, Spandan would either be laughing or crying at the end of the safety car, because even at the end of the safety car, if you just go on board, you can see the sky is very gloomy. It's a bit glum, and
weather batao yaar.
Yep, I mean, PSI did tell us.
Commentator see the weather, man. That's so stupid. We need to see the weather.
Hold on. Are you expecting $1 billion company to give a feature to their consumers? A simple feature. How dare you?
They're asking for way too much.
How dare you ask for a simple feature to be implemented into their $70 game? How dare
we ask a feature to implement the feature? Meanwhile,
exactly.
I just noticed we have the Aston Martin safety car today and we have Aston Martin leading the race.
And it's an Aston Martin sandwich. Yep, Jishnu and Pradeep is last, and it's a Aston Martin safety car as well. So
no. Jishnu is on 9-lap old mediums, and right behind him is VFX on fresh softs.
Then again, I bring up the question of Spandan. One more lap at least. Yup. So
the rain gods.
Well, both Ferraris obviously pretty sad about Mr. Binotto's departure, and they have decided to
go for the part. Him goodbye, so they both left early.
They're going to Maranello to cut the Harry Potter cake for Italian Harry Potter. And let's see. I am Shrikant. Did he? Yeah, he changed his front wing. Okay, so I'm not able to follow Spandan. I'm actually pretty psyched to see what Spandan does, because at the moment it might look like a stupid gamble, but if you look onto his steering wheel, his tires are, I think mid 70s are a decent temperature for inters, although I think they are heating up a fair bit right now for Spandan. Yep, he's heading to Alpine, says Sidvi. I think so as well. Yeah, I think that is the most likely course of action. But I mean, we have a resident AMUS reporter Yash Kosalia with us. We don't have him with us right now, so he knows everything that goes around the world of F1.
Meanwhile, Sid Venkatesh, when are you gonna become a sponsor to an F1 team? Like,
Yep.
way too much money. Give me also some.
Yes, commentators prize money for commentating with 7 cars.
Still giving you entertainment with 7 cars on track. Okay?
Yes.
मेहनत लगती है. Sid, we
have a good.
Sid, we also have a. It's a bot. It's a bot.
Welcome, bot. Welcome. Okay, we are Yes, we are having a good time. Thank you, bot, for mentioning that. We are having a very good time. And thanks to your blessing, we're gonna have an even better time. The sky is very gloomy. Maybe one more lap and then we would be having... So Spandan, let's see if the safety car is in this lap. I think it would be. No reason for it to stay out an extra lap. If it would, then it's bliss for Spandan. If not, then it's, well, trouble for Spandan. And okay, the safety car is in this lap. Spandan, you can follow him probably. I am gonna follow I'm gonna be on board with Vifix here. So for those of us in the... Okay, I think I saw a stray raindrop there. So it might not be over for Spandan already. But let's see. There's going to be at least a lap, I believe, of dry-ish running. No, it is... well, droplets of rain are coming onto the screens here. And, well, this is very interesting right now. And Vifix behind Jishnu. Jishnu has bolted extremely early. He is going to be giving Vifix the toe of his life down the main straight, sorry. But let's see. Further back, the field is pretty spaced out, so it's a good restart by Jishnu. And even though he launched pretty early, he has not been... He's not... Well, he's got Vifix, not napping necessarily, but not very good for him. Shrikant on the hards, what's he going to be able to do? Spandan, drops are falling, and Shrikant going very deep into that corner. And, well, making a slight mistake there. Azun, I think, grazed the wall, as was Pradeep, but up ahead... Vifix on Jishnu, I don't think he's going to make the move here. Well, the rain is falling and Spandan is not necessarily losing loads of time to PSI. He is losing some time, but yep. Let's see Vifix at the end of Sector 1. No, he stays. He holds this position. So, can you follow PSI and Spandan, please? That would be very good for us.
I am on board with them.
And
Azul is as well is joining the fight. I mean, it should be an easy fight for them.
And look, man, look at how much Spandan is able to back up these people. He is backing up these people. So, maybe another lap, but then Spandan does not have to make a pit stop. Very important that Spandan does not need to box.
And technically finish it on the thing.
I think that these conditions would wear out his tires a bit too much. Vifix chasing down Jishnu. The rain is... Well, it's just drizzling. It's not raining per se. It's still very slow.
The slowly getting down.
Yep.
And I think a lap and a half to get completely wet, or wet enough to unsettle the cars a little bit. Well, Spandan is struggling. I think.
And up ahead, Vifix. Yep, Vifix on Jishnu. Jishnu having a very big moment there onto that, well, penultimate corner. There's Spandan struggling and PSI attacking him as well, side by side down the main straight. Can we get a good view, please? Yes. And Azun entering the fight as well. He's going to get a double toe from both these cars. He has to literally go into the pit lane there. And, well, into turn 1. Can we get a good camera angle? PSI losing 2 place. Well, 1 place. Spandan losing 2 places. Azun spins. Spandan crashes into him.
What is that front wing of the Mercedes made of? That didn't break at all. What the hell? He bumped into Azun and the front wing is still intact.
And up ahead, meanwhile, Vifix has made the overtake and he's up into the lead. Pradeep and Azun side by side. And, well, I think it was... Sorry, it was inevitable that Vifix would get past, but I mean, we missed the battle there. However, I mean, Jishnu...
I think it's still not wet enough. I think...
No, it's not. It really isn't, but then again, Spandan... Consider this the amount of time he loses. Let's have a look to the leader. 9-10 seconds. So, he is going to lose... sorry, he's going to gain what about... It's 25-second pit lane around here. Oh, what's happening to Pradeep?
Pradeep had a blackout, I think.
Yeah, just on board with Spandan there, just by chance. And, well, Pradeep moving out of the way there. Very kind of him to let Spandan through. But well, okay, the rain is intensifying. It's intensifying really slowly though. So
Yeah,
not what
VFX is
Spandan wanted.
going very easy with his throttle. Yeah, I
He
think they
has
should see
to.
a
He
car.
can't take any risks here.
Yeah, he's lifting off there. Yeah, massively he's lifting. I think
PSI
Spandan
and
should start.
Shrikant, my word, these two have been at it since the start of the race, and Shrikant once again missing an end plate. They come very close to making contact there, the two blue cars.
Pitting. VFX is pitting.
And
VFX is
oh,
pitting.
oh,
No,
oh, oh,
someone
oh,
is
oh,
pitting.
oh, 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 yep,
Jishnu is
both
pitting.
both of them pitting. And well, Shrikant has to repair his front wing as well. It's still a bit too early for Inters, I feel. One more lap. Yeah, Vifix, I think. Vifix, what? Why did he just drive into the escape road there? He's. Oh. What is Vifix doing?
Excuse me?
Spandan
It's
is
a marathon,
into
not a
the.
sprint.
He's right behind Vifix here. He's got such good drive here. So it really was the right call that Jishnu, Azun, PSI, and Shrikant made. And now Spandan is into the lead of the Baku Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Vifix still fighting it, but how long can he fight it?
He can't,
And well, Aston Martin 1-3, but Pradeep has not pitted. Neither has Vifix, but.
Can Spandan take you to the end on these tires?
Well, it is about 8.5 seconds between himself and Jishnu, and consider the fact that his tires would be somewhat worn at this point, Spandan, I mean. So let's see.
But why did VFX pit?
Why didn't he pit you? I think you meant. Look at
That's what I
okay.
said.
It doesn't look like it, but the rain is pretty intense right now. At least it's causing drivers problems. Even those on Inter, Spandan had a moment right now. So, well, 14 laps into this race, it is chaos. Absolute chaos. One of the fastest, well, the driver who's leading this race has made a pretty colossal mistake. Probably damaged his rear wing or his rear diffuser or something. But yeah, look, Jishnu has already caught up to Pradeep and he might just get him on pace. So Pradeep really struggling, and I believe no doubt we're gonna see Vifix into the pits. What did Shrikant break his front wing yet again? Don't tell me. No. Okay, thankfully no. Vifix into the box. He stays within the line there. Jishnu. Okay, Jishnu's already passed Pradeep, so Pradeep really he should have boxed. I think there was a big. Okay, Pradeep on driving on the line there. Yep. Pradeep cutting the line there, and well, he needs to slow down in time. That is exactly what he does. Okay, so we have Spandan in the lead of the race. Although he is in the lead of the race by 8 seconds, he did a fair few laps at race pace on the while the intermediates on a dry track. So.
Let's see. I think still can't say. He might be. He can save tires around pretty much.
Yep. Initially, huge lead. Yeah, I think at the initial point of the race, he would still have an advantage. But as the race, we go into the latter parts of the race, he will be starting to struggle a bit. Although, as I say that, yeah, Jishnu is not really gaining on Spandan. He's staying within the give or take 1/10. He's losing and gaining.
Yeah. I think all the people who pitted a lap back, I think they're still trying to. It is just cut. Jishnu is struggling with his tires. I think they are struggling with trying to get the tires up to temp.
Is it wet conditions? Do you think it's going to transition into full wets?
It's at Inters, I think. I mean, you can see the track is pretty damp at the moment. Yeah, see, you can see Jishnu is struggling a little bit with his tires. You know, he can't. I think
everybody is. Even PSI just had a moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think this is going to help Spandan gain a lot more time.
I mean, look, he was 7.9, is now 7.4. He's just lost 5/10. So,
is it full wets?
No, it's not. Not yet, at least. But I think they're just taking it caution. I think their setup is a dry setup.
Yeah, that might be the thing.
Possibly. Quite possible.
Yeah, because he is losing time, Spandan.
Yep, and the entire field is pretty.
6.9 right now.
Yep, the entire field is pretty spaced out, and it's not an Aston Martin sandwich now, although it could be in a few laps. Pradeep is 17 seconds back, and I don't think no matter how fast he's going to drive, he's not going to gain 17 seconds within a matter of a few laps. Although Jishnu, who's clawed back about 1.2 seconds since the start of the last lap, he, I think, is going to be a real factor here. Spandan, he's putting Spandan under a lot of threat, and I mean, chasing him down is Azun. in the McLaren. He is also showing some good pace. Do you think he can challenge for the win as well?
I mean, I think he might. I mean, seeing the time stumbling down between Spandan and Jishnu, I think it might. Even the gap between Jishnu and Azun is, decreasing and increasing, so can't say for sure. But I think Azun is set for a P3 over here, unless
And
PSI can.
yep, and Vifix gaining on PSI. PSI struggling a bit, and Vifix, well, I think he's faring better with the conditions as they are. But let's see, coming into the castle section. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say. It's pretty straightforward for everyone here. And yep, I think Vifix is running lower downforce at his front. Well, I think his front end is struggling a bit. And Jishnu really gaining. He's gained 2 seconds since the start of the previous lap. So I think give or take another 3 laps, he should be right with Spandan. Lap 19 or so, around this part of the track. So what do you think? What are your predictions?
Well, I really can't say at this point. I mean, I think the gap between Azun and Jishnu increased a bit. Yeah, it did increase a bit. So I think Jishnu is, getting used to those inters.
And Vifix hits the wall! I just happened to catch that on cinematic. Vifix has hit the wall. And is he gonna box, or was it lag, or was it actually him hitting the wall? I'm not sure. But
we never know.
Yep. Can I get a cinematic view, please? His front wing seems entirely intact, so I believe that was just lag. So, well, thank you, Codemasters, for making such a nice game for us. Up ahead, Jishnu has gained 3 seconds in the past 2 laps. Last 2 laps, sorry. And
Jishnu is really fitting in.
Look at the rate at which he's gaining.
He did have pace throughout this track. Even at the start, he was trying to. After he got the lead, he was pulling away. He did. The only time he lost time was when he pitted. So I think he should get Spandan real quick. I think Spandan is struggling a little bit. See his tire temps. He's still at 74, and Jishnu is also same. Okay, so
I think it's more tire wear than anything else.
yeah.
Because I mean,
He's
his tires.
very easy through the turn.
See, Spandan's tire temps will be back on track because of how the track conditions are. The track is wet, and obviously that cools down your tires. However, his tire wear, I think it would have really shot up because he did some 4 laps on dry with a full dry track. So I really think that Spandan maybe should have stuck.
He should have pitted, for like at least 2 laps. He should have stayed down. Then he could have, had some advantage over it. He's just losing time at this point. So the gap was at 8 around. Now it's down to 3.9.
No, Vifix. Okay. Getting back to Vifix, he did lose his right end plate there. So considering the ferocity with which I saw him going to the wall, the fact that he's only lost an end plate is pretty remarkable. So, well, Vifix, I think, is using up some of his 9 lives there. Oh, Shrikant grazing the wall there almost. And Pradeep losing time. While his teammate Jishnu is gaining an immense amount of time. I believe another... well, let's see. I mean, okay, Shrikant in the pits. He has damage. Certainly. And there's no other reason for him to pit. And let's see what he does. I think he's going to be overtaken by Pradeep as well. And Shrikant into the box. He is going on to another set of intermediates while his front wing is being repaired, which we can't see. Thank you, Codemasters, for this brilliant camera angle. Thank you. Up ahead, Spandan struggling. Okay, Jishnu went a bit deep there, otherwise I would have really compared their 2 lines through that corner. However, it's really shaping up here. What do you think? Are we gonna see... Okay. Whatever happened to Crazy Mouse Monster? He has left the session. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's left the session. Alright. So I assume it is gonna be me taking you to the end solo. Anyways, okay, Jishnu tapping the wall there. And Vifix gaining time on PSI despite the lack of a... He's not letting the lack of a right end plate get to him. He is struggling on the corners, but, well, he's not really letting that affect his pace or his race as well. Spandan and Jishnu, I had predicted that there would be one more lap, and after that, on lap 19, we would see some action between these two, but I don't think that is gonna happen at the moment. Just gonna ask Crazy Mouse if he is going to be joining back. Alright, so let's go back to the battles here going on. Jishnu gaining on Spandan, but also Vifix got within a second of PSI there. And well, the Alpine, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. He would probably want to pick up the pace, get a touch closer to Azun if he wants to. Okay, Pradeep in the pits. Why is he boxing? I'm not sure. The sky is getting slightly brighter, I'll say. It's not like, well, very bright. I lost my words there. But yeah, pretty straightforward here. I mean, if I'm being very honest, not a lot is happening. Vifix still behind PSI, and well, okay, PSI taps the wall there. He is not completely stupid. He's just had a slight lapse in judgment, and he's really struggling. Look at the rate at which Vifix is gaining on the Alpine driver, and let's see, those triple left-hander. He has to lift. You can hear him through his onboard there. You could hear him lifting through that section, and well, let's see. Okay, they come very close there, and into the end of sector 2, they almost make contact. What are they doing? What are these two doing? This is, well, incredibly close racing, but also pretty dangerous. Because, well, they could take each other out. We could have just 5 runners left in this race. But, however, Vifix still chasing down PSI, and well, PSI taking the very alternative route through onto the main straight. My apologies there. Vifix struggling. Sorry, PSI struggling. PSI also has a well, both are missing their right end plate there, and Vifix going for the switchback on PSI, and well, PSI has lost a place at long last. After their intense battling, PSI is now down into P5. Up ahead, it is lap 20. I missed it by a lap, but Jishnu has finally caught up to Spandan, and well, I think these two are going to be playing a pretty key factor in the final part of this race. Srikanth once again in the pits. What is up with them, man? I mean, they're just taking turns to box. Him and Pradeep are just taking turns to box every lap. And well, I mean, let's just focus on this. This is the battle for the lead here. And okay, 0 points. Okay, PSI, how are you chatting while driving? Not sure what is going on, but let's see. Jishnu got very close to Spandan there, and well, I think he lost some more time. But look at Spandan, you can see through from their onboards. Jishnu just has that extra confidence thanks to his fresher and obviously, well, yeah, just fresher tires. Probably is Jishnu missing an end plate? Yeah, Jishnu's also missing a right end plate. Spandan, I believe, has a full intact, completely intact front wing. I assume so. If we can just get a nice cinematic camera on board. PSI retired. Safety car. All right. Okay. That is, well, I'm not sure what happened to PSI there, but well, whatever happened to him, it's brought out the safety car. And let's see, I don't assume Vifix is gonna box. He's gonna repair his front wing, take this opportunity to repair his front wing. And meanwhile, I am going to invite PSI into the party here, because he had, well, told us to invite him into the party. And well, he is gonna give me company, and because Crazy Mouse is not here, I'm gonna have somebody else join me. All right. So I have added PSI to the party. I believe we should be seeing him join us very soon. And okay, something's up with the chat, I believe. I'm not sure entirely what's going on. But yep, Spandan has been. Would you call it a lifeline for Spandan, or would you call it a lifeline for Jishnu? I'm not sure. Because now Spandan can cool down his tires and like really manipulate the race. Well, the restart at least. And Pradeep here, Jishnu's teammate, getting past the safety car, and Shrikant also gonna follow suit and gonna get past the safety car as well. So we are just waiting for the field to catch up. And okay, I'm not sure if this is bunching up or what it is, but okay. I think the stream caught that, so that has to be noted by the stewards. Lap 21. I mean, let's just see what happens. It's pretty straightforward. Why is Jishnu boxing? Okay. So Spandan, wow, it's a double whammy for him. He stayed out to retain track position, but now he is gonna be under threat by people who are behind him and repairing their front wings as well, and are on absolutely fresh, spanking new intermediate tires. And Spandan on 12 lap old inters. Never say never, but I mean, it also, I think, matters when Shrikant and Pradeep are gonna catch up to the field. They're some 40 seconds behind Vifix at the moment. However, let's see. This is anybody's race now. Anybody could win this race, and I mean pretty much anybody. Pradeep and Shrikant, provided they catch up, even they have a shot. I know that's really optimistic, but I feel like there's a possibility for that to happen. I don't believe we're gonna have anybody joining us for the final concluding part of this race. Let's see, Spandan. At this point, if he boxes, he's gonna be P4. So I don't know. If I were him, I would just take the risk and stay out. I think this is really no time to be making a strategy call. If he had to make it, he should have made it a lap or two ago. But yep, I mean, he should have boxed along with Jishnu and Azun, but obviously he's not done that. I mean, if he has the pace, he can box, come out behind Vifix, and then attempt to make an overtake on Vifix, Azun and Jishnu to get back into the lead where he is currently. But there you go, the Aston, McLaren and Alpha have caught up to the Mercedes here, and well, let's see. Pretty tentative. They have to be behind the safety car. Aston Martin safety car, not necessarily. Yes, Abdul, it's 90% Spandan's race now. He needs to place his car well, get good exits out of the corners, slow corners, and that's all. He really doesn't need to do anything else. It's not too complicated for him, although I mean, it's easy to say, hard to do. He is on 12 lap old intermediates while everybody around him is on 1 or 2 lap old intermediates, only exception being Pradeep, who is on 3 lap old intermediates. But however, let's see. Spandan is gonna box. Why not just take the risk? Oh, I mean, I know I did say that, but okay, I think Shrikant had a moment or something. Because he lost a bit of time. No, Spandan did not take it to the line. I mean, yes, I agree. I mean, I should not be giving any bias here, but I'll just say this is a pretty bad call. Because although he's on absolute fresh tires, it is not easy to overtake these three. Jishnu, Azun and Vifix are some of the fastest drivers across pretty much all the leagues, and Spandan, I mean, even if he has the pace, it's going to be a task to overtake these cars within 2 laps or so, 1.5 lap, depending on when the safety car is called. And I believe we're going to have let's see, Pradeep and Shrikant are about 3 turns behind the field, the safety car, sorry. And well, obviously is the Aston Martin safety car. It is gonna drive pretty slowly, as it does. And Spandan, I'm not sure. The race could still swing anybody's way. So let's see. Depending on how fast Pradeep. What's happening here? Pradeep has had a spin. Why? Why do you reset onto a track? Pradeep has had a spin. He's reset onto track, and now he is last. And we are likely not going to have the safety car in this lap. 4 cars are, well, they're leading the way. Shrikant and Pradeep they've had a very dismal race. And, well, okay, Pradeep once again grazing the wall there. I'm not sure why. It's an undue, unnecessary risk which he doesn't really need to take. Pradeep, I'm not sure. Let's see. So the 4 of them are pretty close to one another. The safety car is going to be out for at least another lap. It's too late for the safety car to go in now, and yep, the safety car is not going to come in this lap. But why? What happened to Azun? Why is he boxing? What is up with people here? Why? I don't understand. He's going on to... Alright, is this what I think it is? Yes, I think this is what I think it is. The track, I did mention a few laps ago that the sky was clearing up, and yeah, there's no rain anymore. What is Pradeep going to do? He's going to go into soft tires. Azuzuna's on medium. This is really thrown another spanner into the works for these 4 who... They are on the... No, it's not reducing wings. It's to go onto the dry tires, Sidvi. I know, I'm as shocked as... Well, I think it's pretty obvious how shocked I am with the tone of my voice. But, yep, this is going to be a very, very entertaining and exciting 2 laps. Let's see how Azun is faring. He is a bit tentative, but... I love a good gamble. I love to see a good gamble, although, I mean, you can look at the timing screen there. He is losing some time on the, well, to the drivers ahead. So, Pradeep is struggling, as is Azun. So, yeah, if it works, it's really going to be the most inspired decision we've seen of late. Safety car, I think it really should be coming in this lap. Come on, give us some racing. Please, Codemasters. I know how much Codemasters hates racing, but I mean, in the spirit of this race, 6 cars, 2 are on mediums, 4 are on intermediates. The track is damp. It's not wet, it's not dry, it's damp. It's the perfect transition. This is going to be the most entertaining bit of racing we are going to get, provided the safety car comes in this lap. Is it gonna come in this lap? Are we gonna see Bernd Mailander take the car in? Yes, we are! Alright! Okay, so as we cross the line, it's gonna be 2 laps to go. I'm gonna be on board with... I don't know who I should be on board with. I kinda want to be on board with Azun, but I mean, it's really illogical to do that because we want to follow Jishnu's progress. When is he gonna bolt? When is the Aston Martin driver gonna take the decision to put his foot down on the throttle pedal and take his Aston Martin to the line? He needs to pick his timing. He needs to time it well. Spandan right behind Vifix. He pitted very late. Let's see. Anything can happen at this point. Anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. However, what is not happening right now is Jishnu going, and oh, wow. Spandan is getting awfully close to Vifix there. They are all very close, and Jishnu has bolted. He has gone. He and Vifix is, well, he's been left caught by surprise there. And, well, Shrikant not really able to do much either. And, well, Spandan trying to chase down Vifix, not able to do anything there. Azun is struggling. So, not a very good call for them. They're losing time there. But up ahead, Spandan on Vifix. This is so close. Honestly, and yeah, look at the rate at which Azun is losing time to the intermediate runners. Maybe it was not the best call to go on to the dries, although we still have another lap and a half to go. as we see Spandan right on the tail of Vifix here and Shrikant chasing down Spandan. This is the fight for the podium. This is also probably the fight for the win. Jishnu is not been able to pull away by a lot, and something's happened to Pradeep, I believe. Yep, no front wing once again for Pradeep, but I mean, I'm not sure. PSI has left the session, alright, but nonetheless, as we enter the castle section for the penultimate time, Spandan, he is following Vifix, Vifix is following Jishnu, and they are all being followed by Shrikant, who has taken a very odd line through there. Wow, that was hard in mouth moment there for him, and I don't believe Azun is really going to be able to do much here. Let's see. Okay, I don't want to really make any judgments here. Vifix getting closer to Jishnu. Jishnu having a moment, grazing the wall. Thankfully, he didn't get damage out of it. But yep, as we enter the sector 3 for the penultimate time, Vifix very close to Jishnu. Spandan very close to Vifix, and Shrikant has fallen further back. So it's a 3-way battle for the lead of this race. They're separated by less than a second as they run up to the line there. I don't assume that there are going to be any position changes going on. Vifix deploying, Jishnu deploying, Spandan deploying, Shrikant deploying, Azun not deploying, and neither are these two. But well, this is the final lap of the race. Despite just 9 drivers taking part, it's still been very chaotic what's happened to Pradeep. He's had another movement, but yep, his teammate is really having the race of his life here. He is enjoying, he is in bliss. And well, he just needs to hold off Vifix. It is not as easy as it sounds. Trust me, it is not as easy as it sounds. And I think the pressure is getting to him. He made a slight mistake there through the, well, I think that is turn 4, I believe. 1, 2, 3. No, it's turn 3. So, Spandan, Pradeep in the pits. Is he going to retire? Is he going to finish the race? I'm not very sure. I mean, whatever he does, he is going to be P6. Unless somebody here has a pretty colossal moment. Vifix still following Jishnu. Jishnu not really giving Vifix the opportunities that the Alpha Romeo driver would like. Let's see, through the castle section for the final time, all the drivers go through, and it's pretty. And why has Pradeep gone back onto intermediate tires? What are these strategy calls? I mean, nonetheless, let's just focus on Vifix. The driver in P2 chasing down the driver in P1, Jishnu, who is, well, not able to pull away. I think he is running a dry setup or something, but let's see. The end of sector 2, Vifix is gonna hold back for now. Jishnu had a moment here, and let's be honest with Spandan, who's gonna get the best view of all of this. And as they come up to the line, this is gonna be pretty chaotic here. Jishnu not getting the best of exits there, neither does Spandan, but Vifix getting a very good run. They're gonna go side by side to the line, and Vifix on Jishnu. What's gonna happen? They're gonna be level pegging as they come across the line, but it is gonna be Jishnu who holds on to take the race win with Vifix just 400s behind him. Spandan finishes P3. Good podium by him. Shrikant P4 after his misfortunes. Azun in P5. His dry tire gamble did not pay off. Obviously, as you can see there, he's dropped back 30 seconds, half a minute there. But my word, that was incredibly close there between Jishnu and Vifix. Wow, wow, unbelievable. Azun coming across the line to get P5, and Pradeep, he could have taken better strategy gambles there. I don't think he necessarily did what was best for his race there right at the end, but the other Aston Martin is going to come across the line, and his teammate, meanwhile, Jishnu. 9 cars, boring race. Who said that? Who said that? Tell me who said that. I'm going to show them this race. We've had 9 cars, the number dropped down to 6, and we had one of the best races we've ever had. So, Pradeep coming across the line. I'm just going to go over to Jishnu here, who has driven pretty well there. His last stint may not have been the fastest. He was caught by Vifix, and well, he was almost passed by Vifix as well. Speaking of whom gets driver of the day as per the game, and I think rightfully so, he started P8 and got up to P2, so good drive by him. And I am going to invite these 3 into the party chat, and well, that was pretty entertaining there, not gonna lie. And that's the podium. It's an Aston, it's an Alpha, and it's a Mercedes. And let me just run you through the grid here. Final order, Jishnu from P5 takes the win. Very, very entertaining between him and Vifix, who finishes P2, starting P8, almost last. Spandan, who did start last, he finishes P3. Questionable gambles going on over there at the end, but I think in the end he can be happy with the podium, considering the fact that he would have probably been under pressure had he not pitted, sorry. Anyways, Shrikant P4, his misfortune right there at the end. As you can see there, 4 pit stops. 4th on the grid, 4 pit stops and position 4. It's a very, well, I don't know what to say. I can't think of a rhyming word here. Shrikant in P4. Azun P5, his dry tire gamble did not pay off in the end there. Sorry, Pradeep P6, the last of our finishers. He made 6 pit stops. He was pole, but he then ended up finishing P6 as well. PSI Legends, You Can Beat Me, and Abhi RR non-finishers. And I am just going to take this moment and invite Jishnu, Vifix, and Spandan into the party chat. Alright, we are just waiting on the podium finishers to join the party so we can have do their interviews. And well, that was an amazing end to the race. Wow. That was pretty chaotic. I am gonna have to tag these people and ask them. Okay, Jishnu has joined. So our race winner Spandan is here, and we are just waiting on Vifix. No, we have everybody here, so I think we're gonna start with P3. Spandan, are you here? Are you audible? And is your audio sharing on? Spandan? Oh, people are still loading for me. Alright, I believe we have everyone here right with us. Spandan, are you audible? Am I audible?
Yeah,
Sorry. Yep. Is your audio sharing on?
Actually, I forgot the settings.
Are you on PS4? Are you on PS4?
5.
I mean, I'm myself not pretty sure. I think it's just in settings and then the last option is
there. It was on,
there.
but I turned it off.
It would be
on, but
in sharing and broadcast, I believe. So just have a look at that.
Can we just take the interview P1 and P2 while I deal with this?
So let's move on to P2. Vifix, are you here with us?
Yo
To you too. And well, Vifix, eventful race, entertaining race. Just walk us through it. I want to hear your words, and I will ask the two of you a question later on. But yeah, just walk us through your race.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much to be said. I mean, I don't think on anyone's MFD. I don't know whether I look back on it. I didn't really bother checking. I don't think on anyone's MFD it said that it was going to rain. So it's kind of shocking because I think on the formation lab, Jeff was like, it's going to rain in 10 minutes time. And then I asked everyone else to check, and there Jeff wasn't saying anything about the rain. There Jeff was saying that the weather's going to be clear. So I was like, wait, is my game bugging? So yeah, then off the race start, I mean, I think was making up places quite the usual rate. Lesser cars here, of course. I was trying to be extra careful because when you have lesser people to overtake, it kind of becomes more difficult because, especially at Baku, because everyone's running the straight line 9,000 setups. So yeah, and then the wet period came near that safety car. The Spandan was the first to pit, but I didn't want to pit at that safety car for Inters because I theorized that, I think Jeff said still 5 minutes when the safety car came out for rain. And I knew that if you do even just one lap on intermediates at racing speed and everyone's on dry, then you're going to lose the advantage. So I stayed out for another lap compared to what everyone else did. And yeah, the weather conditions on this game changed like what? like 500% in like 2 seconds. So I literally the same braking point that I took for turn two last time didn't work this time, and it ended up going straight on. So I think without that mistake, we would have come out in P1, P2, something like that. Um, yeah, so that was unfortunate, and yeah, at the end, I was just trying to keep it clean. I think Azun tried to gamble with the mediums, with the dries, and then he went on mediums, which was a bit confusing. But I mean, that was a very eventful one. It hasn't rained in like 700 races for us, so we were all a bit out of practice. So luckily, we kept the cars in good shape, and yeah, Jishnu and Spandan did a good job, and yeah, I'll take it for now. P2.
Yes. Massive congrats to you. Great driving. It was really interesting following your progress. And I will move on to Jishnu, but I will come back to the both of you as well, right at the end there. Jishnu, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
So, Jishnu, congratulations on the win. It was nail-bitingly close, but you did come out on top in the end. Just walk us
Yeah,
through your
thank
race.
you. Yeah, yeah. Then it was very intense with VFX being close, and it was just a drag race to the end, dumping ERS. But yeah, I think the start was pretty decent. I had a good start. Went up to P2 and was behind my teammate Pradeep, and was just trying to be careful and get a good opportunity to overtake, which I did on a straight, and then try to make a gap or keep it clean, and then the rain hit us. We didn't expect it, but I think after the lobby restart, yeah, the weather also changed, and it was a bit of a surprise. But yeah, somehow managed it. Had wing damage also, which I had to change, but yeah, kept it clean at the end.
That was a very, very good drive by you. Can you just tell us, viewers rather, at the start in the initial part of the race, were you trying to do some team play there with Pradeep? Because he
No,
held
no,
up the
no.
field by what 7 seconds for you.
Not at all, not at all. Actually, we are not in the same chat also, voice party, and yeah, I mean, we were just racing. There were no team orders there. Yeah, he was trying to defend against me also.
Oh, okay, all right. But it was a very good team play there nonetheless, because he held up the rest of the cars by 7 seconds. And yep, just well done to you. You drove pretty well, and good job.
Yeah, cheers.
And now, before I go over to Spandan, I just want to ask the both of you to just walk us through that run up to the line. How did that feel?
For me, it was new, obviously. I think for VFix, he would have had so many others looking at his pace. But yeah, I think, I mean, I have fought for other position to the line, but yeah, P1, it's the first. And yeah, pretty new, exciting feeling also. Yeah.
Yep, I think you can get used to it. You had a bit of a slide there. So at the penultimate corner, at the end of sector 2, start of sector 3, that turn, I think that's turn 15 or 16, I'm not sure. So Vifix, how about you? Just tell us what was going through your mind at that time.
Yeah, I think I kind of picked the wrong line at the end there, because I kind of picked the line you pick for a dry race, which is shortest run up to the line. But I think I got a really good launch compared to Jishnu at the penultimate corner. That last right hand bend just before the line. So I think if I just gone on the outside line, I would have maybe outgripped him. But I went with my dry tire experience of just going on the inside because it's the shortest run. But I think I should have taken stock of the fact that it was raining and just gone on the outside, because you should have prioritized my exit over the getting the short run to the line, because there would be a big grip difference on exit, whereas in the dry it's negligible no matter how bad of a exit that they have at the end. So yeah, bit of a mistake there, but I mean it's fun always drag races to the line. It's one of the few tracks where you can do it. This Brazil and well, actually, I think that's pretty much all the tracks where you can go right
Yep,
to the
and
end. So, yeah.
I mean, for
fun.
both of you, yep, absolutely. It was lovely to watch as spectators. And well, I think 0.041 is a number that both of you can remember for a while. So thank you for giving us some real entertainment there right at the end. And finally, moving on to Spandan. I believe you have got the settings done right now.
Yeah, I'm actually voice set setting. It's area voice. It's allow. So it's select allow to include your voice in other players' broadcast and video calls when you're in
I,
a party.
yep, I hope you are audible then. Yeah, in that case,
Yeah, I
just
guess so.
well, good job on P3. But I mean, at the end there, were you? What was going through your mind when you made that final pit stop for the Inters? Because a lot of people in chat and myself as well, we were really thinking that you would be taking the risk and staying out. So just walk us through that.
Since the cars behind me already had on fresh tires, and actually the bigger factor was I was in a broken wing. I had yellow wings. Arjun spun in front of me and hit him.
Oh,
So
you did
that's
have
the main. That's why I
damage.
boxed.
All
Yeah,
right.
actually that's the why I think just to close the 10 seconds gap. Otherwise, it was
Yeah.
quite not possible. I mean, Arjun was also catching up, but 10 seconds gap, and that Jisnu, that's great, right? And also
Yes.
saw Jisnu hitting the track, and I think he lost his wing or something like that. I saw some wings coming out in the rear drive mirror.
Yes, a lot of wings, a lot of end pates were lost today. But
Had it been not in a safety car, I would have like finished, I think, at least 3-4 seconds of P2 easily. That's the great gamble I took by boxing Inters earlier.
yep, I mean, that was a very inspired gamble there. I was actually trying to follow your progress at that point as well. But did you have a lot of tire wear because of that? Because you ran a few laps on a dry track on inter tires.
It was fine, to be honest, because I increased the front downforce to 12.
All right,
and
okay.
the car was drivable.
Okay. Well, it was a very inspired call by you, and congrats on P3. Just well done.
I think
to you.
Arjun took the wrong call, the boxing for
Yeah. He dropped back 30 seconds, so that was really not very good for him.
He didn't play out.
Yep.
I also saw, actually, I took out PSI. He's probably going to report me, but that's up to the stewards.
Yep, I'm not entirely sure what's happened to PSI there.
I took
not
him out, actually.
At that after the triple left-hander, was it that one?
Yeah,
At the sharp left-hander, yeah?
early.
Yeah, I believe that was caught on stream as well. That was pretty chaotic there. So, I mean, nonetheless, you did finish
There were
P3.
3 cars in front, so...
Yeah. Pending stewards inquiry,
but I
congrats to
still...
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I just thank all of you, the three of you. Congrats on your podium. And well, I thank all our viewers for tuning in. And despite 9 drivers, we still had a very, very entertaining race. We hope to catch you soon on Monday for the Division Realistic race. And until then, this is Chips Shima signing out. Take care, good night, and bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.